while we wait a couple of minutes for people to come in, I can already start explaining what's the idea of today. So I thought, since next weekend there's the competition. Sorry, there's a cat on the way, and I have cats wherever I go. Because next week there's a competition, you can really use your breath during the competition in a smart way. So I just want to make a distinction between what you can do. So there are normally two scenarios in a competition. You have back-to-back fights, and you have just like max 5 minutes in between. Or sometimes you have like, maybe you do the no-gi in the morning, and then it takes a few hours before you have the gi fights. So you can do different things in these occasions. So if you have a few minutes, then the most important thing is that you basically blow out all the CO2 that your body is producing because you've been working out really intensively. So what I would do in that case, hey Alex, what I would do in that case is to really just try to breathe in normally, but then really do big exhales. So maybe you take a inhale, and then you really try to, like really like if you're cleaning up your lungs, just breathing out as much as you can. And your instinct is to, especially if you're out of breath, your instinct is to try to breathe in a lot, but actually try to breathe out a lot. Because what your body is doing is producing CO2 because you've worked out. And if you get it out of your system, then you have basically space for the next fight. So this, if you have two fights, one right after the other. Well, what we're gonna practice now, because we have a bit more time, is what you can do if you have more time between fights. So let's say you have anything between 30 minutes and a few hours. So it's basically what we did last week as well. And it's focusing on the breath hold. So you take a few breaths anywhere between 5 and 30, in and out, and then you hold for a long time. And that's because when you hold your breath, basically you're allowing the oxygen to flow into the muscle. So you're recharging your muscles. Your muscles have worked out a lot. You've probably consumed all the oxygen there, and that's why you're out of breath and you feel like you're gassing out. When you hold your breath, there's maybe one day we can go into the details, but believe me on this, you're basically pushing the oxygen back into the muscles. You cannot really do this in 5 minutes. So if you have fights back to back, that's not enough time. That's why you need to go for the quick fix. But if you have at least 30 minutes, then you can take 15 for this, for doing your breathing, and then at least 5 minutes to let your body settle down. Do you have any questions on this? Does it make any sense?
Is it something that you would do in the morning, like before any fight?
So it's something, so this longer breathing, it's something that you can definitely do in the morning, the day of the fight, the day of the competition. And then what you're doing is basically you're pumping up your body. So you're adding oxygen into your muscles, which means you have a bit more in your tank before you gas out. And then it's the same thing that you do when you're, when you run out of fuel, and then you can store up again a bit of oxygen. But definitely you can do it also before. Make sense? Shall we give it a try? It's not different from what we've done other times. We'll focus today a bit more on the breath hold. And just like always, just make sure you're safe, because it is possible, especially when you start pumping up a bit and when you start pushing on the holds, it can happen that you feel a bit dizzy, that you feel a bit lightheaded, and then Either you place your hands in front of you, so if you fall, your hands will block you, or you can lean back towards a wall or something that is basically keeping you safe. And of course, never do any of this in any place where it would be dangerous to pass out. Okay, let's just get into it. Enough talking. So just sit in whatever way feels good. And first, just move around a bit, just softening your spine, moving your head. If it feels good, close your eyes. And I'll try today to push it a bit more. But remember that you are always the one in control. If it feels uncomfortable at any point, you can slow it down. You can take a break. There's always time to catch up after. Don't underestimate the power of the breath. It can have a strong effect on you. Okay, then stop somewhere in between. Find a spot where you feel balanced. And start bringing awareness to your breath. Try to breathe more towards your belly than on your chest. If you're unsure, you can put one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest. Try to make the hand on the belly move up and down. While for now, the hand on the chest stays still. And let's make it also into a focus training. So try to really focus only on your breath. Imagine you are at the competition venue, there's a mess around you, there's people fighting, there's music, people stepping on you. It doesn't matter. You're focusing on yourself. Whatever is around, it's not relevant. Focus on your breath coming in and breath going out. You can focus on the sound that your breath makes. You can focus on the movement. Or if you are a visual person, you can visualize the air coming in and visualize the air going out. It really depends on what works for you. Just try. Once you figure out what's best for you, then just go with that. We're all different. I'm giving options because you can pick what works for you. You don't need to do everything. Now for the next few breaths, let's imagine we've just had a fight. We are really tired and we really want to fill up our energy tank. So now when you breathe in, try to first push your belly out and then also fill up your chest. So we fill up all the lungs, the bottom part and the upper part. And then you just let it go and empty. Inhale, belly, chest, and let it go. If you can, try to breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. In some cases, you feel like you need to breathe through your mouth, and it's fine. Follow your instinct. Your body knows what to do. Okay, let's start speeding it up a bit. Breathe in, belly, chest, and let it go. In, and let it go. Keep on going. In and out. Keep on going. Let's do 2 more extra deep. Everything out. Squeeze your belly in. And again, deeply in. Everything out. And now breathe in and hold. Breathe in about 80% and just hold it here. Get fully into your body. Maybe you feel your heart beating. Maybe you feel a bit of tingling. And let's try to all go together for now. So if you can hold until I give the signal. If you feel that it's really too hard to hold, then just take a bit of air, like you're sipping, and then you keep on holding and do it as many times as you need. Yawning is a clear sign that your body is relaxing, so that's very good. Now slowly breathe out. And let's go again for one more round. In and out. In and out. If it feels good, you can speed it up a bit. But first, prioritize depth of breath over speed. So first, breathe deeply. And if you can, breathe deeply and fast and go for it. If you feel that going fast makes your breath a bit more shallow, then slow it down. Just keep on going. Belly, chest, and let it go. If you're feeling these, it's all good. It's all normal. Just be safe. Keep on breathing. Belly, chest, let it go. 3 more. Last one, extra deep. Everything out. Breathe in, 70, 80%, and hold. Just hold it here. Tingling is normal. Feeling dizzy is normal. Some people even see colors or hear a buzz in the ears. It's all fine. It's all due to the different ratio of oxygen and CO2. If you want, you can start squeezing, like imagining from the bottom of your body, you start rolling up like a toothpaste tube, and you start rolling and squeezing up, 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 like you're squeezing all the air up to your head. There's no need to go the extra mile here, just whatever feels good. And if it ever feels too much, always good to step back. In doubt, always step back. Now, if you're squeezing, release the squeeze, and then release the air. So first we release the pressure, then we release the air. And let's go again. In and out. You know the drill. Maybe at this point you figured out what rhythm works for you. Just keep on going. Deeper or faster. We're all different. Figure out what's best for you. And you can play with it. You can start slow, then speed it up, slow it down again. There's no rule. It's also fine. You don't have to sit. If at some point you prefer to lay down, you can do that. Just adjust the camera so I can see you. Yeah, really good, Evangelist. If it feels right, you can bring your head up and down, up when you breathe in, chin to chest when you breathe out. If you can, if it feels right for you, speed it up a bit. Let's do the last 10 a bit faster. Last 3. Last 1. Everything out. Inhale and hold. Just hold it here. Get fully into your bubble, whatever sensation is coming up. Tingling is fine. Whatever sensation your body is bringing up, it's all normal. If it's uncomfortable, step out, all good. Otherwise, focus on it. We are almost at 1 minute. If you need a bit of air, take a little sip and keep on holding. Let's push it a bit further if you can. And if you want, now you can start squeezing up. If you're not doing it yet, just squeeze all the pressure up. If it is safe for you, if you're not feeling it too intense, you can squeeze your fists, and that's pumping a bit more. Release the squeeze, release the breath. And let's take a recovery breath this time. So it means another breath in and hold again. If you want squeeze, but we hold very shortly now. 5, 4, 3, 2, release the squeeze, breathe out. And let's go for one more round. Just start breathing again. In and out. Keep on going. It's pretty safe, even if it feels intense. The only contraindications are if you're pregnant, which I think it's not the case, or if you're suffering from epilepsy, then it's wise not to push it too far. You're still getting all the good effects. Just keep on going. In and out. If you want, speed it up. Do 5 more. 4. 3. If you're going faster, you're just doing more breaths. All good. 2. Last one. Extra deep in. All out. Now 70–80%. And hold. Just hold it here. Keep your eyes closed. Train your mind to stay within your focus. If you feel dizzy, if it gets intense, lean forward rather than backwards. Cramps are normal. The need to move around a bit, that also can happen. If you need more air, take a little sip. Last 30 seconds. If you want, you can start squeezing on the bottom. Squeeze your lower belly, your stomach, your chest. Squeeze everything up. Still sitting up straight, but squeeze everything up. And if you want, hold your thumbs and squeeze your fists. Three, 2, 1. Release the squeeze. Release your breath. And inhale. And squeeze lightly. Now, don't go for the full squeeze. Just for a little hold. 3, 2, 1. Release the squeeze first, then your breath. And let's take a moment here. Just a moment to notice if we feel anything changing. Listen to your body. Whatever is there is fine. And breathe normally now. Don't hold your breath. Okay, let's go again for a few more rounds, and then we'll have a moment to rest. So we're doing exactly what you should do, or what you can do in a competition environment. So let's go again. Start breathing again, in and out. You can still sit up, or if it feels good, you can lay down or lean against whatever is behind you. Keep on going. Breathe in and out. Deep. And if it feels good, also fast. But first deep, like a wave. In, out, in, out. Or like a circle. Sometimes I like to imagine like a circle coming forward when I breathe in and going back when I breathe out. If you want to speed it up, last 10, 9, 8, 7. If you feel dizzy, hands forward. Unless you're lying down, then just relax. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Extra deep in. Everything out. Inhale. And hold. Hold it here. Full focus on your body. First minute passed. Let's go for 2 again. Previous one was also 2 minutes. When you're doing it by yourself, you can, it will naturally increase. You can go for your maximum hold, maybe push a bit further. I'll let you try it on the next round. If you need a bit more air, you can take a little sip. And it's the last 30 seconds. If you want, you can start squeezing it up. Just be aware that squeezing can increase whatever sensation you're feeling. So if you feel lightheaded, squeeze, it's fine, but lean forward, be safe. 5, 4, 3, 2, release the squeeze, release the air, breathe in, and hold again. Squeeze very lightly. 3, 2, 1, release. And just go again. Last round. If you've had enough, you can skip it and already start relaxing. But if you want, push a bit more. Play with it, experiment. Faster, slower, deeper. You are fully in control, moving the head up and down. Again, like a wave, belly, chest, let it go. Fill up your lungs and let it go. Fill it in, let it go. 10 more. When you're doing it by yourself, the number doesn't really count. Just breathe in and out as many times as it feels good. Let's do 5 more. You probably noticed that I'm not too precise with counting either. It doesn't matter. Last 3. Last 2. Everything in, everything out. Last in, squeeze it out. Inhale and hold. The last round, so you can hold for as long as you want. The only rule is to be safe. Everything else, try it out. First minute passed. Whenever you feel that you're almost there, you can start squeezing. Squeeze it until it feels good, and then let it go. Yeah. And your body tells you what to do. You can feel like you need to move a bit. You can feel like you need to stretch. 2 minutes. Hold for as long as it feels good. When you're done, please raise your hand for a moment so I can see it. And if you're done with the breath hold, just start breathing normally again. If you want, you can lay down or lean against a wall, a bed, whatever you have there. It's not a competition, but we are at 3 minutes, so you can have an idea of where you are. Here as well, the number doesn't count as much. Okay. 320 or so. Is anybody still holding? No? Okay, then just relax. Bring your breath to whatever feels natural now. It's really important after you do such a breathing to also have a bit of integration time. So just breathe in and out very slowly. If you're comfortable in a sitting position, just stay there. And again, just listen to your body. Feel if it feels, anything feels different. Maybe yes, maybe not. Maybe you're unsure. It's all good. There's no right answer here. There's also no wrong answer. Let's take the next 3 minutes to just sit here or lay down, whatever, wherever you are. What can help sometimes if you find it difficult to just sit and do nothing. You can just focus on your breath and try to make it as low as possible. As low as possible, breathing in, making a pocket through your lips like you're breathing through a straw, and as low as possible, breathing out. With not so much training, it's possible to make one breath in 1 minute. Slowly start coming back in whatever way feels good for you. You can move your hands, move your body, stretch, whatever works is fine. Look around, just realize where you are. Sometimes things that we have around all the time after such a breathing feels all a bit new. So basically, this is what you can do anytime you need to recharge your oxygen tank. So it can either be before. So for example, if you have time in the morning before before the competition, you can definitely do something like this. And actually, I'll save this recording and send you the link. So if you want, you can just follow along or just do it. I mean, it's pretty easy. You just breathe in and out, and then you hold for as long as it feels good. When you're maybe notice that your diaphragm starts jumping when you need to start breathing again, and then you can push it a bit further, and then just let it go and repeat for as many times as it feels good. The only important thing is that if you're doing this as recovery, so let's say tonight you go to the no-gi class, you're super tired and you want to do it as a recovery then you can push it a bit further. But if you have a competition, another match right after, you don't really want to risk to get to the point where your body is maybe start shaking. It can really happen that you start shaking or you feel dizzy. Then it can be a bit too much if you need to be 100% in a short time. So in that case, just do it in this way, really easy. It's pushing it to the limit is not always a good idea. It can be sometimes, but not all the time. Do you guys have any questions? Does this make any sense? Does it feel good? Did you feel anything weird?